Good morning, pro wrestling fans. I want to thank you for tuning in to another great show here today on the show. Make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter, like my Facebook fan page. I'm going to put the link and proof in the description box. So at the end of the show, you guys can go follow me and like. I'm going to kick off my Raw review. Without further ado, I'm going to give a shout out to Anything Goes Show. He's a good YouTuber. He makes good videos. He made a Raw review last night. Go check it out. I'm going to put the link in the description box of it so you guys can go subscribe to him. Go support the show. He does an awesome job. And I think he has like 500 subscribers, but he's doing good. Go subscribe to him. So, wrestling fans, let's get the Raw review started. Let's get it beginning. So, kick off the show, we had Bray Wyatt. Now, Bray Wyatt was cutting a good promo. This guy could cut good promos every single week on Raw. Since he's been in the WWE, this guy has been making the best promos I have ever seen a superstar do since CM Punk. I think in my eyes, you know, CM Punk and Bray Wyatt are good promo cutters. They cut good promos. And Bray says, you know, he would bring up his teacher, you know, from the past. He's like, we can't fix anything. And, you know, his teacher always said, you know, that you won't amount to nothing and you ain't going to become nothing. And he said, well, look at me now. And he's like, she knew that he was evil. And he's like, I know I'm evil. You know, and he would sing this stuff. He's like, everything around us is gonna burn, and you know, John Cena's not a hero again. You know, Bray Wyatt is good, and I like what he does in the ring when he cuts these promos against any superstar. And I like this feud, but I'm gonna be perfectly honest. This feud needs to end. I'm getting sick and tired of it, guys. This is bullcrap. That we gotta see this all the time. This is the third time they're fighting. Okay. Now a lot of people on Twitter were blowing this up that the feud needs to end. Okay, we can't see this another time because it's boring. I understand where you guys are coming from. I definitely understand that, and I respect that. And it's true. You know, I think when someone fights 3 times, I think that's enough. 4 times, that's too much. Not a 4th time. That's too much to ask for. You know, but Bray Wyatt is going to beat John Cena in that last man standing match. I don't see John Cena even beating him. Then John Cena would come out, and he would beat up the Wyatt family. He would F you Bray Wyatt. And then the rest of the Wyatt family try to get him, but he outsmarted them. Then we go into Cesaro versus Sheamus. Now this match was good. I like, you know, that Cesaro came out for the beat Sheamus. I like when these two fight because, you know, Cesaro is the new guy in the company, and when you put him against Sheamus, you know it's going to be a good match because Sheamus is a good wrestler when he wrestles in the ring. You know, I'm not gonna lie about that. That is definitely a proven fact. He can wrestle good. So Cesaro and Sheamus, it turned out to be a good match last night. Big E Langston versus Ryback. Now we had the beat the clock match. Now if you guys don't know, this is the first time we had a beat the clock match for a mid-card title. Okay, if you guys remember back then, remember when they had the beat the clock match for the World Heavyweight title? That was cool. Now they're doing it for the Intercontinental title, which I think that's good. I think they should bring back Beat the Clock Challenge, you know, once in a while. Not all the time, but bring it back once in a while when it's like for big events, you know. Because it's awesome. I think it's worth it, you know. They don't do that no more. And they should bring it back for the world title. You know, since Daniel Bryan doesn't have the title and he's gonna get he's gonna have to surrender the title. Why don't they do Beat the Clock Challenge? They did that before. Why don't they just do it again? I mean, it's worth it, ain't it? So Big E would come out for the win, and he would win at 5 minutes and 2 seconds. So the next guy would have to beat that. We had R-Truth and Fandango. That match didn't last long because Summer Rae came out and ruined the match. So the match didn't even start, which that was a waste of time. I think that was stupid that, you know, we could have had this match, but no, Summer Rae had to be an idiot and interfere in that match. Like, I don't get it. It seems like Summer Rae is going to feud with Layla, which I think that's stupid. I don't know what WWE is trying to do right now with that. You know, because Layla can wrestle, but we know Layla's going to beat the living crap out of her anyways. Summer Rae has no chance to beating Layla, I'm telling you. I don't know what Summer Rae even is trying to do. She's just getting jealous and stuff, and it's just pointless. I don't even like it. Then we have Stephanie come out and she would talk about Daniel Bryan and that, you know, next week on Raw, you know, she wants him to come out and personally surrender the WWE title. I don't know how that's gonna work out, man. I feel bad it's gonna come down to this. Then we have the Union Jacks versus Rusev. This match was stupid. I'm not talking about Rusev. I'm talking about Union Jacks. Okay, really? You gotta put Rusev against a jobber? These guys are jobbers. Why don't you just stick him feuding with Biggie Lynx and like that's supposed to like that's what I heard is supposed to go on now. They're gonna probably feud with each other, and you put him against the Heath Slater. Like, come on, this guy's big and jacked, and you gotta put him against a jobber. Like, really? It was totally stupid. But you know what? It's kind of funny because Rusev kicked his ass because you know what? The jobbers are terrible. And I don't know what's going on with that, but Rusev better be at Payback, you know, June 1st. He better have a match against Biggie Langston because you know what? That's the only good feud he can have right now coming into the WWE, you know, to boost his career. Then we have Shield backstage cutting a promo that, you know, Evolution is afraid and, you know, the Evolution is afraid of, you know, the Shield. And then he's like, what you did to me last week, you know, Batista, Seth Rollins talking, and, you know, I made a mistake on SmackDown, and I'm not going to make a mistake tonight here on Monday Night Raw. And I'll tell you that in later of the show, what happened with that match. We have the next Beat the Clock, Rob Van Dam versus Del Rio. This match was, the match was good because RVD, of course, made the match look good. But Del Rio, come on, you could have put RVD against someone better than Del Rio, man. Come on, WWE. That, I think that was pointless. I think it was stupid. It really was. I didn't like it. They could have done a lot better for Rob Van Dam opponent. But Rob Van Dam won in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. So RVD was the leader. Then we have John Cena interview, and he's like, if you ain't broke, you don't fix it. If it's not broke, you don't fix it. John Cena, that is true. And he would just cut a promo, and Usos were there, and they do the ooh, chip, ooh. I don't know. I don't know what the hell that was all about. I mean, they look like freaking monkeys. Ooh. Like, that's what they were. They were like monkeys. Like I know you gotta have comedian in there, but some parts of WWE on Raw are just really, really stupid, and I don't like it. It's just my opinion. I don't like it, guys. I just don't understand it. The Usos are awesome. I love the Usos. Only the Usos can do it because, they're good at it. But John Cena, come on. It's not funny. He's not a funny person when he does that. But if you guys are enjoying the show, you guys are enjoying my Raw review, go hit that like button. Go hit that subscribe button. Go support the Wrestling Talk Show and get all the great stuff that you want to see and hear and watch here on the talk show. Then we have Batista versus Seth Rollins. That was the main event. And no, it wasn't the main event. It was John Cena versus Luke Harper. That was the main event. But Batista versus Seth Rollins, that match did not even last long at all. That match did not last long, even end right, okay? So, I don't know, man. It was just stupid. The match no one won. Batista didn't win, Seth Rollins didn't win because, Triple H came out, he's like, well, I'm going to be the special guest announcer. Okay. And then Randy Orton's like the special timekeeper. Okay. Really, like, come on. We know what you're trying to do, Triple H. We know what you're trying to do. We know you're trying to screw Seth Rollins over. You guys are pissed off because you lost at the Extreme Rules pay-per-view, and that's what it is, and that's what happened to you. So you're trying to get revenge now on the Shield to make you guys look good and make you look better going into the pay-per-view soon on June 1st. Mark it on your calendar. Payback. And then Seth Rollins would say, well, I have 2 special guest commentators. And Triple H was literally pissed off. He was literally mad because he didn't want that. Well, you know what? You can't always listen. You can't always tell someone what to do because they're not going to listen. And you know what? The Shield doesn't listen to nobody because the Shield is not part of the Authority no more. And you know what? It was awesome because you know what? Triple H got what he deserved. And the match did not even last long at all, guys. Didn't. We have Paige versus Alicia Fox. Very good. No, it was a good match. Alicia Fox came out for the win. I didn't know Alicia Fox was gonna win. I was like, what? What's going on with Alicia Fox? And then she gets all happy. She raises like the crown and stuff, and she's like throwing champagne, I think, or whatever it was, on her face and everything. She was dancing. She was happy. But last week she was pissed off. So I don't know what's going on here with this gimmick that she has. I don't understand what WWE is trying to do in its direction. But Paige lost. Paige lost her first match in WWE. That's insane. I didn't know that was going to happen. But we'll see what goes on between Alicia Fox and Paige now. Maybe there's going to be a title run at Payback for Alicia Fox. I don't know. We'll have to see when my predictions come up. Jack Swagger and Adam Rose. This thing was stupid. This was stupid, guys. You know what? I don't even care. I don't even know what the heck WWE is trying to do this whole Adam Rose thing. I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. And his debut was stupid too. He debuted at a bad time on top of that. I don't know what's going on, man. You know what? If this match take place at Payback, it's gonna be stupid. Swagger and Adam Rose, it's just stupid. It's stupid. End of story. I'm done. Then we had Dolph Ziggler versus Mike Henry. Another beat the clock match. No one won. End of story. No one won. Then we have John Cena versus Luke Harper. That match didn't last long. None of those guys won either on top of that. But overall, they could have done a little bit better. Raw could have done a little bit better. I heard Goldberg chants. I heard CM Punk chants, I think. I heard a lot of chants in London, but some of the crowd were cheering on different things last night. The whole Wyatt family, people had their, you know, the phones with the cameras. People were doing that, like they were doing it. It was cool. Watch, I'll show you guys. This is what they did. I mean, this is so cool. They had like the little light thing, and they were flashing it back and forth so you could see it in the dark. The whole crowd was cheering for the Wyatt family. Like the whole entire arena in the UK had all their flashing lights, and they were going back and forth with it. Like, you should have seen it. I felt like I was watching WrestleMania 14 over again. It was just, you know, what I mean by that is because with all the lights and stuff, when, you know, their favorite superstar came out back then, you know, that's what it felt like to me. Like, wow, am I watching 1998 all over again on Raw? Like, that's how cool it was when Break came out. So Raw was good, guys. Leave me your thoughts, leave me your comments. I want to thank you for tuning into the morning show. Sorry if it was too long, guys. I'm sorry. Leave me your comments. Tell me how you felt about Monday Night Raw. And yeah, thank you for tuning in to another show today, guys.